She's coming out now. They got her all set. They did lose one of their stacking blocks from underneath, but here she comes. Amazing engineering of the human here. Bows out of the water. Two divers. They got two divers, babe. A little morning entertainment with the Gozo Express. And we got little duckies everywhere. Oh my gosh, I'd be so nervous if they were doing this in a piece. Looks like there's a board floating over there. Maybe that's part of the lift. Oh yeah, it is. You can see the lift coming out of the water too. Up the ramp she goes. Bye, marineros. Did you see those marineros? They went right between the hulls. They're underneath. I got the ducks. Do you hear them? They're talking. Remarkably clear water for such a busy harbor. There's Edward's boat. We met him yesterday. He's from Sweden. He's been here for about 3 months now, works in town, has a gig, lives on his little boat. Nice guy. He's helped us out and told us lots of things that we should see and do. He and Eric sat on shore, and Eric drank his near beer, and Edward had a beer. And yeah, I told us where the cathedral is and that there's this really cool war museum. And so, yeah, once we get ourselves moving and grooving this morning, we're going to jump on a bus. We're going to see if we can find one of those little double-decker tour buses and be true tourists today. gravity. It's like if you look forward, these blocks underneath. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. Oh, gosh. One of these days I'm going to have to learn how to do this stuff. I don't know. Eric says, I don't know. So I think these blocks are kind of kapakai right there. Do you see those kapakai blocks?
Yeah, the first one it's not even on it, and the second one is kapakai.
I think they're all kapakai. Maybe the gravity will hold it on there. Oh, man. So, yeah, one of these days we'll actually learn how to video and do this like the big boys do. But in the meantime, you get our little amateur stuff. So, yeah, those blocks don't look too secure. The next group does. They look a little better, don't you think? The second stack, honey. Oh my gosh, I hope it doesn't fall down. That would really suck. Well, remind me that we'll never have a in a piece hauled out like this. Sketchy biz. Gosh, you can hear it grinding steel to steel as it goes up those steel tracks on the ramp over there. Oh, gosh. Grind. Looks like they have about 10 cables attached over there. I think we're far enough away that if a cable snaps, it'll go towards the winch, not towards us, but so those divers got to put all those blocks underneath there. We sit here and critique, but they know what they're doing. So this whole process has taken probably close to an hour. Saw the diver make an appearance over there. You can see his bubbles as he's checking things out. Eric and I are dying to do a dive. We haven't gone scuba diving since Cozumel 2 years ago. I probably need a refresher course. It's been so long. Listen to it grinding on those rails. So Eric watched them drop the whole trailer, I guess you'd call it, this morning before he pulled a great practical April Fool's joke on me. So he was watching them do all this prep work. I stayed cozy in the cabin. She out of the water. She's out of the water, babe. I think the bow dropped. I heard a big thunk, and I can't see because of the rocks, but I think the bow came down onto those blocks that were forward. Oh my gosh, it's just sitting on those blocks. Oh man, no wonder they're going an inch at a time. Her bottom doesn't look too bad, but look at those buckets. That's weird, isn't it? Where are you, honey? Are you here? Look at the bottom, doesn't look bad at all, but look at the buckets.
Must be some repairs they need.
Those divers, man, they have cojones, I'll tell you. I don't know if I'd want to be too close to that boat. Look, it's just sitting on those, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of blocks there.
She's attached to that part.
Ooh. It's scary.
That's scary.
It's scary. Steel on steel, and rusty steel at that. Then they gotta start pulling her uphill. Oh my goodness. Gravity. It wins. And if any of those cables snap, so it's like I still have two bays open over there still. It's that time of year. Everybody's hauling out, fixing up, and getting things done. We're going to wait until the end of the season. We had a diver go underneath in a piece and take a look and give us a good cleaning. And he says we have at least this season left with our bottom paint. So we're going to go with that. And of course, Eric went under quickly day before yesterday when we got anchored, took a look and said it looks okay. We will when the water gets a little warmer, we always go in and wipe off whatever growth we seem to accumulate about once every couple of weeks. And every time we go in to swim, we take a look, and if we see stuff, we wipe it off, and we keep her pretty clean. She got quite a bit of growth on her over the winter, obviously, but Tonino, he did a good job. cleaning her up and stuff. And she made it over here really good, even through, I think we had about 36 knots of wind crossing the last few hours, right on the nose. Our last stretch here into Malta, and had to use both engines at 2,500 RPMs just to maintain 5.2 knots. So we burned a little fuel, but not too much. She's pretty good on fuel. And made it in, covered in salt. Confused seas. Had a 1.5 meter swell mixed with wind waves and confused seas, and she's quite tenderized now. She doesn't crack and groan and complain like she used to. She takes it a lot better than I do, that's for sure. She kind of laughs at me because I get all worried. But she's a good ship, this one. Thank you, Zvonimir. He's the one that made it happen for us. And thank you, Belinda, for giving me his contact info. Otherwise, we would not be here, you guys. So we owe a lot to those two dear friends of ours. All right. Gozo Express is now out of the water and in dry dock. And we don't know what they're going to do to her, but you can bet we'll be spying. All right, y'all. We love you. Stay tuned. Aloha.